we're joined by South African National Taxi Council's Gauteng spokesperson, Midday Mali. Mr. Mali, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to your viewers at home, wherever they are.
I don't know if you've been listening to what the MEC of Transport there has been saying, Jacob Mamabolo. I mean, he raises some pertinent points. Firstly, calling this incident a barbaric act of criminality and violence. Talk to me about what we know, what transpired to this latest incident of what is called taxi violence.
Yes, of course, I've been listening to him, and also as Santaco Gauteng leadership, we really condemn this type of actions in the taxi industry. If there are issues to be dealt with, this is not the way to deal with them, but we really wanted to condemn this type of act within the industry. And also we wanted to say, let the leadership of the associations and regions make sure that we preach the gospel of peace. We don't want to see these things happening. People will be losing their lives. People are getting injured, of which this is not what we are here for in the business. But we wanted to say we really condemn this type of actions. And also we want to urge with our MEC of Transport here in Gauteng, Mr. Jacob Mamabolo, he put more efforts on what he is doing, but we want to appreciate he has been dealing with this matter, because remember this matter, it was not from his term of office. It's a matter that comes from the term of office of former MEC Ishmael Vadi. But we want to say, let the enforcement, so that there should be stability in the area where there is this type of a conflict and confrontations.
Let's talk about what caused the latest incident. I mean, you speak about this being long-standing issues in the taxi industry as far as taxi violence is concerned. We know that there are two associations that have been involved in this latest incident, and that's the Witwatersrand African Taxi Association, as well as the Nancefield Dube West Association. You can imagine that commuters are left questioning, what do they do now? How do they use transport? Is it safe for them? So talk to me about these fights that presumably started yesterday, as we heard from the MEC.
Well, I would say simply on one item that is the led to the fight is the issue of it's a root conflict. That is a root conflict that needed to be addressed adequately by our MEC of Transport, Mr. Jacob Mamabolo. It's not more than any other thing that we can think of, but it is root conflicted based.
All right, so, I mean, this is a problem that we are seeing in the country quite often. I mean, we've just been recovering from news of what transpired in Gqeberha, where about 8 taxis were also torched. One person was injured in that incident. We don't know of any injuries in this one. So it seems like there is a national problem. While you are representing the provincial leg of Santaco, I've noted what you earlier said about the former MEC Ishmael Vadi trying to resolve these root conflicts within the Gauteng province. But talk to me about what you as Santaco are doing. How are you having a handle on this situation? I just want to understand what role you have to play and how you can help government, sort out what we are currently seeing playing in our streets in full view of the public.
Well, what we would do as Santaco Gauteng province is to make sure our affiliates, they attend to the processes that will be led by our government. So that they must go and appear, they must go and sit in those meetings, they must also adhere to the resolutions or the findings that will be pronounced by the office of the MEC or by MEC himself. Because also he's going to do investigations, he's going to look into all the issues and therefore come up with a decision. Obviously, we want to say, let our operators and leadership comply with the decisions that will be taken by the Department of Transport in order to resolve these challenges they are facing, these issues they are facing in terms of the routes.
Now, what action is Santaco going to take to make sure incidences like these don't happen again? I mean, we've been saying and asking this question time and time again. Do you actually, punish taxi associations that are involved in route conflict where property is damaged, where vehicles are damaged, where people are injured?
Well, what we will be doing as Santaco, we will conduct our own investigation that will lead us of which direction do we have to take. But eventually, as I indicated earlier on, this matter is long outstanding in terms of the routes. So therefore, as Santaco, the routes are allocated to us by government. So therefore, the person who has to intervene about these root conflict issues is the government. But what we will do as Santaco, we will have to sit down with our leadership and tell them what we believe in. We only believe in peace. If there are issues, we go to the table. If people are not satisfied, we reconvene again and deal with the issues that people are not cleared or are not clarified adequately to them. Therefore, as a result, what we want to see is operation or the service given to the commuters on the street, because at the moment I would say to you, our commuters are left stranded, of which they'll be vulnerable to any other source of crime that is out there at the moment.
All right, let's leave our conversation there. Thank you so much for your time. That is Gauteng Santaco spokesperson Midday Mali.